In my solitude, you haunt me with memories of days gone by. In my solitude,
she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. Pray sit yourself down with me on the ground, on the banks where the primroses grow. You will hear the fond tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. And now the couple agreed to be married with speed, and off to the church they did go. Now no more is she afraid for to sit in the shade, or to walk in the valley below, or to walk in the valley below.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be the best part of the festival.
I think we have some really interesting things we're going to be doing for the a real surprise smash workshop. It's area 3 at 3:45.
Gilles Lassier is there, John Allen Cameron, Tom Evans,
Eric Nagler, and Ben McNally is Feldman.
Du monde ici t'asseoir, qu'on ne peut pas savoir rien, qu'on des cheveux longs, des bras des maigrichons, des bédaines, des tétons, des petits, des gros, des longs, du chien, des bobarons, des grenouilles, des crapauds, enfin tout ce qu'il faut pour passer une bonne soirée. Ben dis-nous donc, doctorico, chante, doctorico, chante, doctorico, ben dis-nous donc, doctorico, chante, doctorico, Si jamais t'es venu de loin, ce n'était pas pour rien. Tout le monde est arrivé d'un petit peu partout, du nord, du sud, de l'est, and the best from the west. Si jamais je peux trouver quelqu'un qui va trop jouer pour m'aider à chanter, je me considérerais bien lucky. Ben zino dong, torigo dong, sound the torigo dong, zino the sound the torigo dong, ben zino dong, torigo dong, zino the sound the torigo dong,
Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Called you're not the only way. One. It's an A.
Well, I have to support my music. I'm a surveyor during the day. And see, the two, the music and surveying are almost exactly the same thing. Thompson and I play heavy metal rock. A lot of it involves, 5,000 watt amplifiers and that, where we can really put it on, put on a decent show.
A place where lush green gardens grow. It lies between your heart and soul. And there's nothing to defend at that festival of friends.
Singing in harmony, a natural symphony, trusting in what we see. There's no warmer place to be. And if I don't know your name, well, it's all the same, it doesn't matter. We can still be singing in harmony, singing high, singing low, natural symphony, trusting in what we see. There's no warmer place to be. And as the fire burns low, we follow in darkness, our hearts glow. Oh, we're singing in harmony, a natural symphony, trusting in what we see. There's no warmer place to be. And if I don't know your name.
Thompson Laurie, ladies and gentlemen, in the Festival of Friends theme song. And I think it adequately expresses the kind of thing. This whole effort is a harmony effort, and it's being brought to you by some very fine people. And just to give them a little plug and a little commercial, one is Winteriol, keep buying those tickets, and the other one is the Hamilton Special Events Committee.
Okay, now we gotta do it again. Farmer's gone and
This is chapati bread here. It's a flat bread, and then the stuffing is bulgur with fresh onions. Bulgur is something like rice, okay? It's a wheat product. And we chopped up some onions and tomatoes, and these have spices, oregano, thyme, and red pepper. And these have lemon juice, mint, and cinnamon. But it's basically the same thing.
I got a mild one now. Can I have a hot one?
Sure.
The Rhone and the promise, the gull salt of Sea Tang, the house of light circle. Wore you the sharp crack of bikini? Wore you the sharp crack of bikini? Were you the sharp crack of bikini? Kiss ocean, green hill, the silk, and you rising forest, the white upward memory, a weeping will never forget. From oyster the cry, the Rhone promise, and the salt gull of Tang, the sea house circle of the light bikini, crack sharp of you wore the green hill, you wore the green hill.
The first person who is over 3 feet tall gets this record.
We got a winner.
Oh, yeah, I'm show it to me. Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep it forever. Aw, he broke it. Here, you better take another one. I feel
We
bad.
will never forget memory, never green oyster of ocean, sharp bikini, you cry, the Rome hill will never, the sea light of rising will never forget, kiss you of the cry in from upward, the war you bikini, the war you bikini, the war you bikini, kiss, crack shell, forest oyster from memory will never promise, forget war, forget war!
Thank you. If you feel like dancing, this is a waltz. I like the way that your hair falls away when the night brings a candle to you. And I like to stare as you come down the stair as the light from the landing shines through. How many fallen leaves does it take to believe autumn has finally come? The sun has gone colder, we both grown older. It's hard to believe we're still one. So let's dance that old dance once more. We can still move it smooth on the old ballroom floor. I'll wear my Sunday best, you wear your favorite dress. Lock up the door, let's dance that old dance once more. Well, the frost king has come, and with a flick of his thumb turned our windows to Renaissance art. Now by the fire, no need to inquire about the ways of the soul and the heart. like a soft whispered sigh, not noticing youth as it flew. It's easy to tell that you wear your age well, not trying to prove you're still you. So let's dance that old dance once more. We can still move it smooth on the old ballroom floor. I'll wear my Sunday best, you wear your favorite dress, lock up the door. Let's dance that old dance, dance, dance that old dance once more. We can still move it smooth on the old ballroom floor. I'll wear my Sunday best, you wear your favorite dress, lock up the door. Let's dance that old dance once more. Lock up the door. Let's dance that old dance once more. Just once more.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
When you remember sound, but the wicked carry us away. Captivity required from my sad song, yeah. How can you sing, king out the sound in a strange land, in a strange land, in a strange land. Hey, my baby.
Move the mass, geek, there's no last. Yeah, Bill, you gotta move your mass. Geek, there's no race to last. Oh, choo, choo, go, 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 bam, bam, go, go, bam, go, bam, 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 go,
Now, for just a few minutes as we set up, I would like please to introduce to Bill Powell, the festival director.
Thank you, Dick. I'd just like to say to my fellow Hamiltonians, thank you very much for coming out. And to all those visitors, I hope we can make you welcome, and I hope you wind up with one beautiful weekend. I know we've enjoyed very much putting this on for you. One of the things is, though, we had an ultimate cooperation from the City of Hamilton and from the Parks Department, and I would like you all to make an honest effort, if you could, just under your benches or around you where you're standing, if you just pick up some trash while they're setting up here, walk over to a barrel and dump it in, it would make it a whole lot easier. Not only that, if we get it all together and we leave the park the way we found it, next year, the Festival of Friends.
All right.
Oh, and I'm holding the book of coffee on.
Ray Materick.
Another fine Canadian songwriter, Mr. Dave Essig.
6340 Conaline van, it seemed like a home to me. It rained and it rained and it busted a cam with a case of engine fatigue. Old Harvey come out in his pickup truck in the middle of a driving rain. And he towed her home and he fixed her up, made her run real good again. Sing, that old truck's got a lot of heart. Remember that grease is cheaper than parts. I'd rather change your oil than your piston. Listen to the motor hero Harvey sing. Now, I hear some of you singing out there. Let's get everybody singing. This is an easy song to sing, and you learn something about how to keep your car or truck running at the same time. Now, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go singing, okay? And that's when you're going to come right in. You go like a 1, 2, 3, 5, singing. And you, that old truck's got a lot of heart. Let's go. That old truck's got a lot of heart. Just think this is probably one of the few chances you're going to have to make this much noise legally. So let's try it again. That old truck's got a lot of heart. Remember that grease is cheaper than parts. Anybody that's ever crawled underneath the front end of a 57 Chevy and 40 below zero and tried to unstick the steering mechanism, you know what I'm talking about. Remember that grease is cheaper than parts. Remember that grease is cheaper than parts. Here comes the hard lesson. You got to know something to understand this one. I'd rather change your oil than your piston rings. I'd rather change your oil than your piston rings. Need all you people in the tight pants to go up there with me. I'd rather change the oil than the piston.
As the sun comes through the lilac dawn, you hear the farewell cry of a night bird. As the sun comes through the lilac dawn, you hear the farewell cry of a night bird. Get out on your feet, there's work to do. And get out to the dusty fields and pick the whole day through. We're crawling through the fields on bended knee. Bushel after bushel, and week after week, week after week. Oh, your good wife is at your side and your children too. Well, there's money to be made if you can last it through the weeks of toil with your feet in the mud. Or trading for money, your own flesh and blood, your own flesh and blood. Now come on and bend your back, bare to the sun. Work like a devil or a man on the run. Bend your back, bend your mind, sweat in your eyes so you go blind. Well, through the years I've met many an honest man, and they share with you just as much as they see they can. But the big boss is out to steal your ass away, and he'll ship you down the road. If you don't like his ways, you won't like the pay. Now come on and bend your back, bare to the sun. Work like a devil or a man on the run. Bend your back, bend your mind, sweat in your eyes.
Good, okay, okay. All set?
Stage 2, Bill Hughes will be finishing off after the Rick Taylor concert. On stage 4, which is the band shell,
Take her up.
a number of changes there. Ron Negrini will be giving a concert at 6 o'clock. Noel Harrison, you can fit Noel in between Ray Materick and Colleen Peterson. They'll just shorten their sets a little bit and fit Noel in there. And likewise, Sylvia Tyson, you can fit in between John Allen Cameron and Jesse Winchester Band. Trying to get everybody in who got rained out yesterday.
This is a love song. As you all know, I'm a gentle, poetic, and sensitive lyricist. This is an example of my art at its finest. Wrote this while I was in England, just so I could tell people I was in England on stage, because that's kind of a groovy place to be. It's a story of true love.
All you ever want to do is take me home and tie me up and whip me. All you ever want to do is shake me up and rattle my chain. All you ever want to do is take me home and try to unzip me. All you ever want to do is fill me up and fuck up my brain. Oh!
Well, to get my back door, hey, come on in. And the prettiest friend of mine will mount me in her outfit. Well, I lend a helping if I don't think handle it. But I feel, yeah. Thanks, man. Oh, me now to be like a river called Bradstreet. And when I reach the end, there's no more there to spell the truth. Well, I got things in my brain that they can tell me that, whoa. Like a broken heart.
For all you health food freaks out there, eat it raw.
I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce them. I'm Willie B. Bennett. Thought I'd start out with myself first, because the first guy seems to get the biggest hand. Thank you very much. On my left-handed side here, Mr. Michael Gardner, major on the bass. Bass players have all the fun. On my right behind me, over here, Mr. Rick Taylor on the guitar. Right directly behind me, the rhythm master of the whole thing is Mr. Lucky Taylor. On my very right here is my very good friend, one of the best people I know, and a fine man, lit and fanny on full air, Mr. Ken Whiteley Whale.
John Brown, poured enough just to be myself half the time. Oh, but I still like to see my baby. She gets home at the end of the day. Ask me why I don't say much. I told her 'cause I don't have much to say. Okay, well I don't know. I guess I like snow, but it's better in the winter time. Oh, when it comes in summer, friends always wonder what my nose and I'm all the time. Hey, Goober. Well, I see this deep reveling till I got into a gambling game. I didn't have much luck till I walked outside. The rich woman called my name. She said, oh, Willie, won't you come over and spend some time with me? I'm so lonely, you're so the only one who can set me free. I said, I see, I don't know. I guess I like best, but I like even better when I hit at the other end. And I don't know what people walking around crossing their legs thinking they got something to defend. Well, everybody's got a bend. Cheat me so, another man round my back door. Look, little baby, here we go.
You gonna reap just what you sow. Beat, beat out, beatly bow. Rag, mama, said, come on, mama, let's do that rag.
that something was wrong. Oh, yeah. The whole night long. I woke up this morning, I knew that something was wrong. And I woke up this morning, I knew that something was wrong.
It's been 6 months, I'd like to see you again, but I think I shall refrain. I can't stand the thought of how you locked me up in that box inside your brain. And after that you told me how you wanted me back, but you'd never love me again. Well, I've done come across the borderline, that's where I think I remain. Come on! Done come across the borderline, that's where I think I remain. I've done come across the borderline, that's where I think I remain. I've done come across the borderline, baby, that's where I think I remain. Done come across the borderline, that's where I think I remain. Hey, you're lying and you're cheating on me every day, girl, but that drives me insane. Done come across the borderline, mama, that's where I think I remain. Well, I done come across, and that's where I remain. Done come across, and that's where I remain. I done come across the borderline to where I think I remain. All right. Yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to do 1.5 more. Oh, I knocked the block off of the speaker. On behalf of the entertainers and all of the people, I'd like to say thanks to HWCA, in particular to Bill and Lynn Powell, who've been involved very much in putting this thing together. Let's have a round of applause for everybody. Yeah.
This is a ballad, one of those love ballads that Hank was famous for. It's called Pardon Me. No, it's not called that. It's called Now and Then There's a Fool Such as I.
Pardon me if I'm sentimental when you say goodbye. Don't be angry with me should I cry. When you're gone, yet I'll dream a little dream as years go by. Now and then there's a fool
such as I. Now and then there's a fool such as I am over you. You taught me how to love, and now you say that we are through. I'm a fool, but I love you, dear, until the day I die. Now and then there's a fool such as I. Oh, play that.
Wires are blown down, please stay away from them. Any wires are blown down, I think it's going to come. Stay out from under the trees. You want to wait at the $1.50 Delta, there's folks showing free movies over there, and then they have Delta till dawn posters all night long. Midnight till dawn.
They're all the size of golf balls, apparently. They say they're going to start up again as soon as this thing goes away, if it goes away. Supposed to get under an open area and lay out.
Don't point that at me.
Hello there.
How you gonna keep them away from Broadway, running around and painting the town? How you gonna keep them away from harm? That's a mystery. Imagine Reuben when he meets his pa. He'll kick his feet and shout out, ooh la la. How you gonna keep them down on the farm after they've seen Paris? How you gonna keep them down on the farm after they've seen Paris? How you gonna keep them away from Broadway, running around and painting the town? How you gonna keep them away from home? That's a mystery. Imagine Reuben when he meets his pa. He'll kick his feet and shout out, la la. How you gonna keep them down on the farm after they've seen Paris? Thank you.
And she said, little rabbit foo-foo, I don't want to see you picking up the field mice and smacking them on the head. You're going to get one more chance, little rabbit foo-foo. Maybe I gave you one more before, but I'm going to give you one more chance. Little rabbit foo-foo, tripping through the forest, picking up the field mice and smacking them on the head. And down came the good fairy, and she said, little rabbit foo-foo, your chances are over. I'm going to turn you into a goon now. The moral of this story is, hair today and a goon tomorrow.
Please welcome John Allen Cameron.
circles may we be. Oh, Lord, may I live among my friends.